time. And believe me, the easiest way to save a life, just go donate blood. That's all you got to do. And you never know whose life you might change. Time now for the Veterans Connection here on WHTL.
Listen up, you filthy maggots! It's time for the Veterans Connection on WHTL.
Sir, yes, sir.
I can't hear you.
Sir, yes,
sir. Attention! You serve your country. You made the sacrifice. The Veterans Connection is here to help. So fall in line, dirtbags.
Sir, yes, sir.
What's that? I can't hear you.
Yes, Drill Sergeant!
Now pay attention. The Veterans Connection is brought to you by the Trempealeau County Council of the American Legion, International Ingredients, Reedy Concrete and Construction, Fireworks over Blair, Mondovi Insurance Agency. Now listen up. The Veterans Connection starts right now.
And it does, the first Tuesday of the month. Of course, that's Trempealeau County. And I'm being joined by Wade Behselich, Veterans Benefits Officer for Trempealeau County. Good morning.
Morning. How are you?
Not bad. Did you have a good long weekend?
Oh, yeah.
Worked too hard, I heard.
A little bit, but got to have some fun at the same time, so that's okay. It was a good weekend all the way around.
There you go. And it went by fast, and I'm having a hard time getting my head around the fact it's September already, to be honest with you.
Yeah, same.
I don't know where this whole summer went. I really don't. For those not familiar with Wade, he is the benefits officer for Trempealeau County in the Veterans Office here. Veteran Service Officer is, of course, Joe Quackenboss, and they work closely together to help veterans. You're the one that understands the benefits.
Yes. Both Joe and I have the understanding of the benefits. Joe was in my position before taking over as the service officer. And then I was brought in, it will be 2 years ago on September 25th, actually.
Wow.
So,
congratulations.
Thank you.
Does it seem like 2 years?
Nope, still feels like yesterday.
Goes by fast, doesn't it? Yeah. Now, what's on your mind today? You've got a specific topic you want to talk about.
So I know that I've had my old friend Eric Gutenberg on the show a couple of times, and
right.
Eric works very closely with the Fallen Outdoors. He puts on a trapper's course with the Fallen Outdoors and the Wisconsin Trappers Association, and I've kind of thought about this for the last year, and unfortunately, my guest wasn't able to make it today due to other commitments. And that's okay. I did a quick phone interview with him this morning, just kind of got his take on it. But we live in Wisconsin. We're getting right up to the start of bow season for deer. It's a small rural community. Hunting kind of runs deep in small rural areas.
Yes, it does.
And I know that he's somebody that he's used several different organizations. So I wanted to have him come on just to. Even if a veteran doesn't feel like using VA for something, just a way to get that camaraderie and connecting through the outdoors is something that some of us are really good at. Doesn't necessarily have to be hunting. There's fishing trips available. There's a couple of organizations that do skydiving, and I figured he would have been the best resource for, hey, how does this stuff actually work? Like, what would you recommend? Because he's the guy that. Oh, I've been there. I've done that. His name is Thomas Otto. I served with him from 2010 until he discharged, I want to say 2013, 2014, if I remember correctly. He was a sergeant in my unit. We both served together in the 1158 Transportation Company out of Beloit, Wisconsin. Great guy. He definitely took me under his wing as much as he could and taught me as much as he could. And he continues to do that even up to and including this morning. And I hope that never stops. He's done a lot of work with the Fallen Outdoors and done several hunts with the Fallen Outdoors. He's looking into the trappers course that's coming up here pretty soon. From what it sounded like when I talked to him this morning, he works predominantly with organizations that are either based out of Wisconsin or have chapters in the state of Wisconsin, just for more local stuff. That doesn't mean that it's exclusively done in the state of Wisconsin. He's been on hunts all over the country. For turkeys, deer, you name it, he's gone after it. He also has used the Wounded Warriors United of Wisconsin. I did look into them just a little bit this morning. They have a page on Facebook. Pretty much every one of these groups seems to have a page on Facebook. Then there is a Heroes Hunt for Veterans. That one's actually based out of Waupun. They have a Facebook page. He's used them, had a lot of fun with them. His personal favorite, however, is not actually a Wisconsin organization. It's a Texas organization. It's called Texas Hunting with Soldiers. It's kind of a one and done process for if you get selected to go hunt with those guys down there. But they do something, I think he referred to it as equity hunts or sweat equity hunts. And right now I know Tom does some guiding with that group down there as well. And Texas is actually pretty cool in the regards that if you are 50% service connected or higher, you get what's called the super combo, and basically all you're paying for at that point to go down to hunt in Texas, if you're going with one of the different groups out down there to hunt, is you're paying travel fare. That's it.
Well, you can't beat that.
No, you can't. State of Wisconsin, I think it's either 60 or 70%, and
right. things
get cheaper on the that regard, and I can't remember exactly what it is, and I just looked into it not that long ago.
I think it's great that there are so many organizations that are geared towards getting outdoors with the veterans and building that camaraderie. I think that is so important. And I think it's a great thing for the veterans to get together and really bond. And I can see where that would be such a special time.
Oh yeah. There's a couple, and I can't remember the organizations that he talked about that will take veterans skydiving, but he actually used one of those, said it was a great time. But there's stuff for veterans to do that kind of stuff outside too. It doesn't have to be exclusively hunting. I know that there's some veterans that they get done, they don't want to go hunt anymore. There are some that's what they want to do, and I like to hunt, so that's my big thing. But Otto is, I knew him as Otto for so many years that it's hard for me to call him by his first name. Yeah. So he's just one of those guys that if he gets the opportunity to go out and be outside, he's going to take every single opportunity that he can to do so.
Skydiving's interesting. Would you do that?
If my wife is listening, she's going to not be happy about this, but yeah, I'd give it a go.
If I were younger, I would too. I don't know if it's very smart at my age right now, but I always thought when I was younger, I would probably do that. I think it'd be kind of fun to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It'd be terrifying.
Well, yeah.
You'd probably have to change your shorts when you got down the first time, but nonetheless, I think it would be probably fun. So
I mean that's a distinct possibility. So
yeah.
And then outside of the different opportunities that are out there for veterans, I know I've been seeing a lot of this come across like Facebook and Instagram, stuff like that. Different organizations that will be saying, "Oh, we just took a veteran from this to this." That's fantastic. Like there's people that do that, but I do the exact same thing. So does Joe. A lot of those organizations are not free. We do the exact same thing at no cost to the veteran. So,
yeah, when you run into things like that, your best option is always just to go directly to the Veteran Service Office.
Yes.
And, you can save yourself a lot of headache, a lot of money, and a lot of time if you just go to the pros.
Yeah,
So,
and
there's always people out there that are going to try to separate you from your money.
oh yeah, absolutely. And the state of Wisconsin's fantastic in the regards of veteran representation.
Yeah.
There's 72 counties and 11 tribes. So we have there's an organization that actually just changed the name last year that Joe and I are a part of, called the CTVSO Association, and it's all the different county veteran officers, all the tribal officers, and we do just that. We represent veterans to VA. The only time in the state of Wisconsin that realistically you should ever need to have an attorney is if you are going up against the the Supreme Court Veteran Board of Appeals. And I think I said that right. Felicia, Joe, Hunter, if you're listening, feel free to correct me on that one on Facebook. That's cool too. But that's the only time that you should need to use somebody that's not already there. That's what we're here for.
Now, if people want to find out more about these outdoor groups for hunters, fishermen, what have you, can they just contact you at the Veteran Service Office?
If they've got Facebook, that would probably be the easiest way to do so.
Okay.
So the Fallen Outdoors has a Facebook page. They have a Midwest group specifically, so that covers Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, a couple other areas. Wounded Warriors United of Wisconsin, also on Facebook. I did find their website. I did not go through and check it all out, mainly because I got a red flag on my computer when I did it, so I wouldn't necessarily, at this point, I'd have to do a little more research, trust that, and I could be wrong. Otto will tag you in this as well, so if there's anything that you need to add, you can absolutely do that. Heroes, and that's Heroes with the S and apostrophe after that. Hunt for Veterans, also found on Facebook. That group is, again, based out of Waupun. Texas Hunting with Soldiers, that's on Facebook as well. I was only able to see one of the websites specifically, but it looks like everybody's on Facebook.
All right, good information, and I think definitely if you're a veteran, check into that, reach out, and develop those bonds. I think that's really important. If people want to contact you, what's the best way to do that?
Best way to contact us is with the phone. Phone number is 715-538-1862. If we do not answer, leave us a voicemail. There's just one voicemail. That's it. We'll get back to you as quick as we can.
All right.
All right.
Wade Behselich, Veteran Service Officer with Trempealeau County. Good to see you.
Likewise, good to see you.
Always good to see you. Veterans Connection brought to you, of course, every Tuesday by the American Legion, the Council of the American Legion, Mondovi Insurance Agency, Reedy Concrete Construction, Blair Fireworks, and International Ingredient Corporation.
We are the American Legion family. This includes the American Legion Auxiliary, the Sons of the American Legion, and the Legion Riders. If you are a veteran, a spouse of a veteran, a child of a veteran, or your